Alright, so I'm going to teach you how to make a Squirkle. And why do I call it a Squirkle? Well, I don't know. Actually, one of my students called it a Squirkle once, and I totally stole it from him. And I thought it was kind of cool because it is actually a square circle divided down once. And it makes an incredible head base because it's got the measurements laid out really nice for the human face already, kinda. And I'll show you that along the way. Alright, so first off, we need to make a macro. And you're going to get into some very scary menus over here, but just kind of follow along closely. Macro, new macro. So this is just a series of stuff that I can have happen within the program all at once. First off, I want to get a cube. Click and drag it out and hit edit. Now, I need to go to the unified skin and lower the resolution down to 8 and lower the smooth value down to 0. Again, scary, but you don't know what these are. Oh well, we'll get into them later. So let's make unified skin. All that did was go up here to a skin in my tool palette, and it doesn't look like anything different until I turn on frame. Ah, look at that. Let's rotate around it a little bit, not too much because it'll get recorded. And I'm just kind of showing you that it's very unified. Now, time isn't an issue with a macro. I can go totally in here all day long, go to lunch, and come back and still record. It's not recording time value, it's recording instance of the menu. Okay, so now let's go into the texture and turn on UVs. Okay, now don't worry about what UVs are. Okay, now with UVs, you are able to lower the resolution on this unified mesh by going to Reconstruct, Reconstruct, and Reconstruct. Okay, now I have a perfect square. Okay, what I need to do is now delete the higher and divide once. Voila, Squirkle. One of the other things I do all the time in the program is go in to activate symmetry. So I'm just going to activate symmetry within my macro. That way I don't have to think any further. Okay, I'm also going to go to the Move tool. I do that a lot. And there we go. Now let's end this macro. Okay, now macros get saved in C drive, Program Files 86, or Program Files, depending on what operating system you have. Pixel Logic, C3, 7th layer of hell. There's the startup, and macros, miscellaneous, and I'm just going to call this Squirkle. And I haven't decided on how to spell Squirkle yet, being that it's a made-up thing, but that's close to what I have. Squirkle. Save. Okay, now let's try it out. The best way to try this out is go to Preferences, Initialize ZBrush, and hit Yes. Okay, now let's go to Macro and go to Squirkle. This time, instead of having to go to the Move tool and turn on Symmetry, voila, Symmetry is already turned on for me. Now, let me show you the advantages of the Squirkle and why I kind of like using it.